Police car light stop scrolling coin lovers, fire. Welcome to the world of rare treasures, hidden gems, and unbelievable coin stories. Every coin has a history, and today's discovery might surprise you. Sparkles money. Let's get started. Imagine finding an old Lincoln wheat cent hidden away in a collection, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but could carry a story worth thousands of dollars. The 1944 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark is one of the most interesting coins from the World War II era, attracting collectors because of its history, design, and the possibility of rare varieties. While millions of these coins were produced, certain examples in exceptional condition or with unusual characteristics can become highly valuable treasures. The 1944 Lincoln wheat cent was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark. During this period, the United States was deeply involved in World War II, and coin production was affected by wartime needs. The famous Lincoln design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the two wheat stalks on the reverse, continued to represent American strength and tradition during a challenging time in history. One of the most fascinating parts of the 1944 Lincoln cent is its connection to wartime coinage. Most 1944 cents were made from a bronze composition after the temporary steel cents of 1943. However, some rare errors and unusual examples, especially those connected to leftover planchets or production mistakes, have become extremely desirable among collectors. The absence of a mint mark confirms it was made in Philadelphia, but the coin's value depends heavily on its rarity, condition, and special features. Collectors pay close attention to the condition of a 1944 Lincoln wheat cent because well-preserved examples are much harder to find after more than 80 years. Coins with sharp details, original red color, minimal wear, and strong surfaces can command much higher prices than heavily circulated pieces. Professional grading from trusted grading services can also increase buyer confidence and help determine the true market value of the coin. The market value of a 1944 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark can vary widely. Common circulated examples may be worth only a few cents to a few dollars, but high-grade certified examples with beautiful original color can reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Exceptional pieces, rare varieties, or error coins may sell in the range of $1,000 to $5,000 or more depending on demand and collector interest. For collectors hoping to find one of these valuable Lincoln wheat cents, the best strategy is to examine coins carefully and avoid judging value only by age. Look for clear details in Lincoln's portrait, the wheat ears on the reverse, unusual markings, strong original color, and signs of rare errors. Buying from reputable dealers, studying auction results, and verifying authenticity are important steps before making a major purchase. The 1944 Lincoln wheat cent is more than just a 1-cent coin. It is a small piece of American history connected to a major era. Its classic design, wartime background, and potential for valuable varieties make it an exciting coin for beginners and experienced numismatists alike. Whether found in an old collection or purchased from the market, this coin continues to capture attention because it combines history, beauty, and the thrill of discovery. The story of the 1944 Lincoln wheat cent goes beyond its face value, because every coin carries a connection to the time period when it was created. In the mid-1940s, America was experiencing enormous changes as soldiers were fighting overseas and industries were working toward victory. A simple copper cent from this era can represent the everyday life of people who used it during wartime, making it a favorite among collectors who appreciate historical coins. The design of the Lincoln wheat cent was created by and first introduced in 1909. The obverse shows Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse features two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design remained in circulation for decades and became one of the most recognizable American coin designs ever produced. When examining a 1944 Lincoln cent, collectors often focus on details that separate an average coin from a premium example. The quality of the strike, the sharpness of Lincoln's hair and facial features, and the visibility of the wheat lines all influence the coin's desirability. Coins with original mint luster and attractive red coloration are especially admired because many examples have darkened or worn over time. Another reason collectors search for 1944 Lincoln wheat cents is the possibility of discovering rare errors. Mistakes during the minting process, such as unusual strikes, doubled features, or incorrect planchets, can transform a normal-looking cent into a valuable rarity. These varieties are studied carefully by specialists, and even small differences can sometimes create a major increase in collector demand. The popularity of Lincoln wheat cents has created a strong market among both new and advanced collectors. Many people begin their coin collecting journey by searching through old jars, inherited collections, or rolls of coins looking for interesting dates. The 1944 issue is especially appealing because it is affordable in normal grades while still offering the excitement that a rare discovery could be hiding. Collectors should be careful when purchasing expensive examples because the coin market includes altered and counterfeit pieces. A valuable 1944 Lincoln cent should have its authenticity confirmed, especially if it has unusual features or a high price tag. Learning about grading, studying certified examples, and comparing coins from trusted sources can help collectors make smarter decisions. The excitement surrounding the 1944 Lincoln wheat cent comes from its combination of history and possibility. It is a coin that connects collectors to the 1940s while offering the chance of owning a piece with significant value. Whether someone collects for history, investment, or the simple joy of finding rare coins, the 1944 Lincoln cent remains one of the most fascinating coins to explore. Next up, welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we are uncovering the story of a fascinating piece of American history, the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark. This small copper coin may look ordinary at first glance, but to collectors it represents a connection to the early 1940s, a time when the United States was experiencing major historical changes. Many collectors dream of finding a high-quality example of this classic Lincoln cent because of its beautiful design, historical importance, and the possibility of strong value in the collector market. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark. During this era, coins made in Philadelphia traditionally had no letter under the date, while other mints used marks such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco. The coin was created during a significant period in American history, just before and during the early years of World War II. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays the two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent, giving the coin its popular nickname, the wheat penny. What makes the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent interesting is not just its age, but also the details that collectors carefully examine. The coin was made from a bronze composition of copper, tin, and zinc, giving it the classic reddish-brown appearance that many collectors love. Some examples have developed beautiful natural colors over time, including bright red, red-brown, and brown shades. Coins with sharp details, original surfaces, and attractive color are much more desirable than heavily circulated examples. Although millions of 1941 Lincoln cents were produced, truly exceptional examples are much harder to find. The rarity comes mainly from condition rather than low mintage numbers. A worn coin may only be worth a small amount, but a professionally graded coin in top condition can become a valuable treasure. Collectors look for strong strikes, clean surfaces, minimal marks, and full original luster. High-grade red examples are especially popular because they preserve the coin's original beauty from over 8 decades ago. The market value of a 1941 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark can vary greatly depending on its condition and certification. Common circulated examples may be worth only a few cents to a few dollars, but coins in excellent uncirculated condition can reach much higher prices. Premium examples with outstanding red color and top grades may sell in the range of hundreds to several $1,000s, with exceptional pieces sometimes approaching or exceeding $1,000 depending on rarity, demand, and auction results. For collectors hopping to find one of these valuable Lincoln wheat cents, the key is patience and knowledge. Searching old coin collections, inherited jars, estate sales, and trusted coin dealers can sometimes reveal hidden treasures. Always examine the date, mint mark, condition, and surface quality carefully. Since valuable coins are often copied or misrepresented, authentication from a respected grading service is important before making a major purchase. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent is more than just a 1-cent piece. It is a miniature time capsule from an important chapter of American history. Its connection to the 1940s, classic design, beautiful copper tones, and collector demand make it an exciting addition to any collection. Whether found in an old family collection or purchased from a dealer, this coin continues to attract both new collectors and experienced numismatists who appreciate the story hidden inside every piece of history. Another reason the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent remains popular among collectors is the challenge of finding one with exceptional eye appeal. Many coins from this era spent decades in circulation, leaving them with scratches, discoloration, and worn details. However, examples that survived in protected conditions can still show strong original shine, crisp lettering, and clear wheat stock details. These qualities can transform a simple 1-cent coin into a highly desirable collectible. Collectors also pay close attention to small differences and possible varieties when studying the 1941 Lincoln cent. Even minor changes in the strength of the strike, the shape of letters, or the appearance of the numbers can create interest among specialists. While the 1941 Philadelphia issue is not famous for a major widely known rarity like some other wheat cents, premium quality examples remain valuable because collectors compete for coins that stand out from ordinary pieces. The story behind this coin adds even more excitement to ownership. A 1941 Lincoln cent was made during a time when America was preparing for a changing world, and many of these coins passed through the hands of people living through one of the most important periods in history. Holding one today connects collectors with everyday life from more than 80 years ago, making it a piece of history rather than just an old coin. When buying a 1941 Lincoln wheat cent, collectors should avoid focusing only on the price tag. A coin's true value depends on authenticity, grade, preservation, and demand. It is wise to compare examples, study certified coins, and learn how professional grading works. A beautiful original coin with strong features can often be a better investment than a more expensive coin with problems or questionable surfaces. The 1941 Lincoln wheat cent continues to prove that great treasures do not always come in large sizes. This small copper coin carries artistic beauty, historical importance, and collector excitement all in one piece. Whether someone is building their first coin collection or searching for rare high-grade examples, the 1941 no-mint mark Lincoln cent remains a fascinating symbol of American coinage and a rewarding piece to discover. Many collectors enjoy the hunt for a 1941 Lincoln wheat cent because these coins can still appear in unexpected places. Old coin albums, inherited collections, and forgotten containers sometimes hold examples that have been untouched for generations. Discovering a well-preserved coin from 1941 can feel like finding a small piece of the past, especially when the coin shows strong details and attractive natural coloring. The popularity of Lincoln wheat cents has created a large community of collectors who study every detail of these classic coins. Beginners often start with common dates like 1941 because they are affordable and historically meaningful, while advanced collectors search for the finest possible examples. This wide range of interest keeps demand strong and allows the coin to remain an important part of American numismatic collecting. In the end, the 1941 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark represents much more than a 1-cent denomination. It combines classic design, historical connection, and the excitement of discovery. Its value comes not only from the market but also from the story it carries, making it a memorable and fascinating coin for anyone who appreciates American history and the art of coin collecting. Next up, welcome back to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where a small piece of copper can hold a huge story. Today, we are exploring the legendary United States Lincoln wheat cent from 1956, a coin that attracts collectors because of its history, design, and the possibility of finding a rare and valuable example. The 1956 Lincoln wheat cent with the P mint mark is especially interesting because collectors often search for unusual varieties, exceptional condition pieces, and coins with outstanding original surfaces. Some examples have become highly desirable treasures, turning an ordinary 1-cent coin into a remarkable collectible. The 1956 Lincoln wheat cent was produced during an important period in American history. This was the era when the United States was growing rapidly after World War II, and the nation was entering a new age of technology and industry. The coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the classic wheat ears design that represents prosperity and strength. Although most 1956 cents were produced for everyday use, certain examples survived in exceptional condition and became prized by collectors. One of the most talked about aspects of the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent is its mint identification and the details found on the coin. Collectors carefully examine the date, mint mark, lettering, and overall strike quality because small differences can make a major impact on value. The P mint mark is unusual in discussions about older Lincoln cents because Philadelphia traditionally produced many cents without a mint mark during this era. Coins connected with Philadelphia production, especially with rare characteristics or exceptional preservation, can attract serious attention from collectors. The true value of a 1956 Lincoln wheat cent depends heavily on condition, rarity, color, and whether the coin has any special errors or varieties. A heavily worn example may only be worth a small amount, but a beautifully preserved coin with original red copper color, sharp details, and a certified high grade can become much more valuable. Top quality examples may reach hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the collector market, with some premium pieces potentially falling into the $1,000 to $5,000 range depending on grading, demand, and unique features. For collectors hopping to find a valuable 1956 Lincoln wheat cent, patience and careful inspection are essential. Always look for coins with strong details in Lincoln's hair, clear lettering, sharp wheat stalks, and attractive natural color. Avoid cleaned or damaged coins because cleaning can greatly reduce collector value. Buying from trusted coin dealers, attending coin shows, and using professional grading services can help ensure authenticity and protect your investment. The market for Lincoln wheat cents continues to grow because these coins connect collectors with a major chapter of American history. A 1956 example may not be rare in circulation, but finding a truly exceptional specimen can be an exciting discovery. Collectors value these coins not only for their possible price, but also because each coin represents a piece of the past that was once held by millions of Americans. In the end, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent is a perfect example of why coin collecting remains such an exciting hobby. Its classic design, historical background, and potential for hidden value make it a fascinating addition to any collection. Whether you are a beginner searching through old coins or an experienced numismatist building a premium collection, this Lincoln cent offers a unique combination of history, beauty, and collecting excitement. As collectors continue searching through old coin collections, jars, and inherited coin albums, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent remains a coin that creates excitement. Many people overlook older cents because they were once common circulation coins, but time has shown that condition can completely change a coin's importance. A bright, original 1956 cent with strong details and a beautiful copper appearance can stand out among thousands of ordinary examples, making it a prized piece for collectors who appreciate quality. Another reason this coin attracts attention is the craftsmanship behind the Lincoln wheat cent series. The design represents one of the most recognizable images in American coinage, with Lincoln's portrait symbolizing leadership and history. On the reverse, the wheat ears design gives the coin a classic appearance that collectors admire. Even though newer Lincoln cents have different designs, the wheat cent era remains one of the most beloved periods in United States coin collecting. When evaluating a 1956 Lincoln wheat cent, collectors often use professional grading standards to determine how well the coin has survived. Coins that have avoided scratches, stains, heavy wear, or improper cleaning usually have stronger appeal. A coin graded in a high mint state category with excellent luster and original color can attract competitive bidding from collectors who want the finest examples available. The search for valuable Lincoln wheat cents is also about understanding the small details that separate common coins from special ones. Collectors examine the strike, surface quality, spacing of letters, and any possible minting abnormalities. While many 1956 cents are affordable, a rare variety or exceptional specimen can become a highlight of a collection and may increase in demand over time. For anyone starting a coin collection, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent is an excellent reminder that valuable discoveries can sometimes come from unexpected places. Learning how to identify quality, researching coin history, and buying carefully are important steps for building a meaningful collection. This coin represents more than just 1 cent. It represents American history, artistic design, and the thrill of discovering hidden treasures. The excitement around the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could contain something special. Many collectors enjoy searching through older collections because coins from past decades often carry stories of the people and places they passed through. A well-preserved 1956 Lincoln cent can become a conversation piece, especially when it shows strong details, attractive color, and the kind of quality that collectors rarely find. The value of this coin is also influenced by the demand for classic American coins. Lincoln wheat cents are among the most collected coins in the United States, and collectors often compete for examples that stand out from the rest. A certified high-grade 1956 cent with beautiful original surfaces can command attention at auctions, proving that even a small denomination coin can hold significant collector value. Ultimately, the 1956 Lincoln wheat cent is a fascinating combination of history, art, and collecting opportunity. Its connection to the mid-1950s, its iconic Lincoln design, and the search for rare high-quality examples make it a coin worth exploring. For both new hobbyists and experienced collectors, this small copper cent continues to show why the world of numismatics is full of surprises and discoveries. Next up, imagine finding a simple-looking old penny that has been sitting unnoticed for decades, only to discover it could be a valuable piece of American history. The 1945 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark is one of the most interesting coins from the World War II era, attracting collectors because of its classic design, historical connection, and the possibility of finding high-quality examples. While many 1945 pennies were produced, the finest surviving coins with strong details, beautiful color, and exceptional condition can become highly desirable treasures in the coin collecting world. The 1945 Lincoln wheat cent was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark. This was normal for coins made at Philadelphia during this period. The year 1945 was a major moment in American history because it marked the final year of World War II, making these coins a reminder of a changing era. The coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, created by designer Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays the iconic wheat stalk design that gave the coin its famous wheat penny nickname. What makes the 1945 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat cent special is not just its age but the condition and appearance of each individual coin. Most circulated examples show wear from years of use, but coins preserved in brilliant condition can stand out with sharp lettering, clear wheat lines, and attractive original red color. Collectors especially look for coins with a strong strike, clean surfaces, and original mint luster because these qualities separate ordinary examples from premium collector pieces. The rarity of the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent depends heavily on grade and preservation. Since millions of these coins were made, common worn examples usually have modest value, but rare high-grade pieces can command much higher prices. A beautifully preserved 1945 penny with a certified high grade may reach values in the range of hundreds to several $1,000s, with exceptional examples sometimes attracting serious bids from collectors searching for top-quality Lincoln cents. For collectors hoping to own a valuable 1945 Lincoln wheat cent, careful examination is extremely important. Look for the missing mint mark above the date, strong design details, original color, and signs that the coin has not been heavily cleaned or damaged. Buying coins that have been professionally authenticated and graded can help avoid counterfeits or altered coins and can provide more confidence when making a purchase. The market for Lincoln wheat cents remains strong because these coins connect collectors with everyday American life from the early and mid-1900s. The 1945 no-mint mark version is especially appealing because it represents the end of a historic period and the transition from wartime America into the post-war era. Collectors often value it not only as an investment but also as a piece of history that can be held in the palm of a hand. In the end, the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark is a fascinating coin that combines history, design, and collecting excitement. Whether discovered in an old collection, inherited from family, or purchased from a trusted dealer, this penny shows why coin collecting continues to attract people around the world. Its connection to World War II history, classic Lincoln design, and potential high value make it a memorable addition for both new collectors and experienced numismatists. Beyond its value, the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent tells a story about a nation during one of the most important moments in modern history. These coins circulated while American soldiers were returning home after World War II and the country was beginning a new chapter. Holding a 1945 penny is like holding a small piece of that era, which is one reason collectors are drawn to these coins. The connection between history and numismatics makes this Lincoln cent much more than just an old piece of metal. One of the biggest factors that influences the value of a 1945 Lincoln wheat cent is its color. Collectors often separate these coins into brown, and red categories. A coin that has maintained its original bright red appearance since the day it was minted can be much more desirable than one that has darkened over time. Original surfaces with natural shine and strong details are qualities that can greatly increase collector interest and market value. Another reason collectors study the 1945 no-mint mark Lincoln cent carefully is because small differences can make a big impact. The position of the date, the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, and the clarity of the wheat stalks can help determine the quality of the coin. Professional grading companies examine these details closely, and a higher grade can dramatically change how much collectors are willing to pay for a particular example. Finding a valuable 1945 Lincoln wheat cent often requires patience and knowledge. Many collectors search through old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, and dealer inventories hoping to uncover a hidden gem. However, it is important to remember that value comes from rarity, condition, and authenticity rather than age alone. A careful collector learns to recognize what makes one coin special compared with thousands of ordinary examples. The excitement surrounding the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent continues because it represents the perfect combination of accessibility and potential value. New collectors can still find these coins without spending a fortune, while advanced collectors continue searching for rare high-grade examples. This balance makes the coin an important part of American coin collecting, and a fascinating reminder that even a small penny can carry a remarkable story. The 1945 Lincoln wheat cent also remains popular because of its timeless design. The image of Abraham Lincoln on the front has become one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage, while the wheat ears on the reverse create a classic appearance that collectors admire. Even after decades of change in U.S. coin designs, the wheat cent continues to represent the beauty and craftsmanship of earlier American minting. When evaluating a 1945 no-mint mark Lincoln cent, Collectors often pay close attention to the small details that separate average coins from exceptional ones. A coin with minimal scratches, strong raised lettering, and a well-defined portrait can be much more valuable. Coins that have been stored carefully away from moisture and chemicals are more likely to preserve their original condition and attract attention from serious buyers. The journey of collecting this coin can be exciting because every discovery has the possibility of revealing something unexpected. Some collectors enjoy searching through family coin boxes or old albums, while others build collections by purchasing certified examples from auctions and trusted sellers. The key is learning about grading, understanding market trends, and avoiding coins that have been artificially cleaned or modified. Ultimately, the 1945 Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark is a fascinating piece of American history that combines nostalgia, artistry, and collecting potential. Its connection to the final year of World War II, its classic Lincoln design, and the possibility of finding a rare high-quality example make it a coin worth exploring. For collectors, it is not just a penny. It is a small historic treasure that preserves a story from the past.